Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Tuesday, November the 5th, 2024. Let's take a look and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. Okay, so we no longer have the spooky Scorched here in town, and which means our daily challenges are a lot shorter now, which is pretty good, back to normal. Now, it being Tuesday, of course, we have our dailies here, but we have a fresh new set of weeklies. We're going to go ahead and use a score booster drink. Increase our score, because I'm going to do videos back to back. As you can see, top right hand corner of the screen, I have 4 available to me. Now it says your total score will boost, increase by 25% for 24 hours. Now I do have a 25% boost, as you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen. Of course, that is a natural boost I get as being a Fallout First member, and they claim that right off the Season 18 Season Pass. So taking the score booster drink will give us an additional 25% for 24 hours. And of course, we can only use 1 score booster drink at a time. So let's go ahead. Okay, we're back up to 50%. Now you might, if you ever do that, you don't see your score increase right away. Now don't sweat it out. Basically, you just back out, go back into it again. Did you see how it pops up? Okay, the same thing with your weeklies. All right, just an FYI. Okay, let's take a look here, Jimmy boy. Let's go ahead, build turrets or traps in a workshop or camp 3. So again, you can go ahead and claim any your workshop of the map. Once when you claim it, you can go ahead and build your turrets or traps, or you can just build it right in your camp. A lot of people like to add or modify their camp, because these particular daily weekly challenges pops up quite often. You can do that, it will definitely work, or you can just build the stuff and scrap it, whatever way you want to do it. Right, we're here at our camp here. Let's just go ahead, we're going to go to our build menu. Let's go down here to turrets and traps. I don't really build turrets here, because of course they do require some resources, and I like to have player-friendly camps around. We're just going to build some of these punchy boards. It doesn't matter what size. They all cost the same. I'm just going to go ahead and build 3 of them. Now again, you can decide to keep what you build, or you can just scrap it. Now you just usually end up scrapping it. You do get a little bit of it back, but yeah, you can do it that way if you so wish, or you can keep it, whatever you want to do. Alright, what's next here? Mod a piece of armor 5. So as soon as you start playing the game, as a brand new player, you'll be picking up pieces of armor, either from killing enemies or armor just laying around, and you'll be scrapping. When you scrap armor, especially at low levels, you'll be learning mods for that armor, and your player will always know those mods, whether you use that armor or not, right? Now, you might choose to use that armor day to day, or you might have a piece, saved away in your stash box, but you'll always be able to know those mods, all right? But when you do put those mods on, it does require valuable resources that you may or may not have. If you don't have Fallout First, you might be kind of limited on certain resources to mod your armor, all right? Or because you want to save it to repair your weapons or such. So I usually recommend is having a piece of armor that you use day to day, or having a piece of armor in your stash box that you know a paint for, is when you change the paint, you're simply using oil or nothing if you go in default paint, all right? Now, if you ever are kind of wondering what piece of armor you have, all you got to do is you go to the atomic shop. This is where you can check. All you do is go down to skins. Same thing as when you're checking for the weapons, but this is the armor section, and it will show you what armor that you have, what paints for. Now, I've never ever bought a paint before, and as you can see, I own a lot of paints for all the different types of armor in the game. And the reason why I have this is because I've been playing for quite a while, that I've earned off this previous scoreboards that we used to have in the past. Yeah, but we can also buy skins for armor and paint for armor and even weapons by using tickets. currently using the season pass system, but all these different paints I've earned off of previous scoreboards, and those who've been playing for a while probably in the same kind of boat as me, right? But even like leather armor, like real simple armor, you'll have paints for. All right, FYI, that's where you can check. And you can, of course, you can also buy paints and skins in the Atomic Shop when they're available. All right, let's go inside here. Let's go to our armor workbench here. We're going to go modify/repair. We're going to use the Secret Service left arm, for example. We're going to go right down here to the paint section. Let's go no paint. So this is not going to cost us anything at all. So let's go no paint. Do that 1 for 5, right? Pretty easy. We'll go back to the Raiders paint. Go back to no paint. Going to cost us nothing again. Go back to Raiders paint. Back to no paint. Just like that. And that's all you have to do. And basically, I think we only use like 2 or 3 oil altogether there. All right. Nice and simple. And you can just have, even if you don't have to have Secret Service, but leather or whatever that you have a paint for, you just hide it away in your stash box. Just a nice piece, especially if it's something you might not use day to day. All right. What's next here? Let's take a look. Scrap junk to produce adhesive 5. Okay, so adhesive is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method at our Tinker's Workbench. Just go to your Tinker's Workbench, or any Tinker's Workbench for that matter. Go craft. And now bulk adhesive. So to bulk 1 adhesive, you need 10 excess adhesive and 2 plastic. You go ahead and bulk 1 adhesive, then all you gotta do is scrap it. And that is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. We do it all the time, especially for people who are kind of short on time and just want to get these dailies done. That is the way to do it for sure. Or if you just like doing things the faster, quicker, easier way. Now I have been showing people where to find certain things like adhesive. I think we actually have a camp resource that gives adhesive. This guy right here, if you ever see him for sale, tree sap collect, just a little highlight there. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go after some adhesive. Military grade duct tape. It's a pretty good source of adhesive. You can find 3 of them up here at Clancy Manor on the 2nd floor, right by the Tinker's Workbench on the shelf. And of course, we can find 2 of them right here. Good old Camp McClintock. We're going to go here because it's a nice passive area. So let's pop over here. We can go around and search for Wonder Glue and Economy and Wonder Glue, but we're just going to do it this way here today. It's a little bit easier. And again, nice in the forest area, nice little passive area for most people. So we're going to head up here. We're going to head right upstairs. First one's going to be right here. Military grade duct tape. Right, we're going to jump down here. We're going to head out back. Run down here towards the barracks. This one right here, there'll be military grade duct tape right there. Nice. All right. So let's pop over here, and there's a couple workbenches inside. All right, let's go ahead and go scrap. As you can see, 1 military grade duct tape does this 4 adhesive and ballistic fiber. Let's go ahead and scrap this stuff. There we go. Scrap junk to produce adhesive. 5 for 5. Done. And again, if you're looking for the faster, quicker, easier way, bulking and scrapping is definitely where it's at. I don't think we have a Tinker's Workbench here, do we? Now let's head back to our camp here. Alright, what's the next one? Scrap junk to produce steel, 10. So again, steel is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method. And our Tinker's Workbench. Go to your Tinker's Workbench, anyone will do. You go ahead and go craft. Go down to bulk, go to the S section. There you go, bulk steel. So to bulk 1 steel, you need 2 plastic or 30 steel scrap in your stash of scrap box. You go ahead and bulk 1 steel, then you scrap it. And again, hands down, fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. But steel is extremely abundant in the wasteland. Just go after a bunch of Scorched or some super mutants and grab their weapons, or even, you know, human enemies, whatever. Get their weapons and then scrap it. You'll have all kinds of steel. Tin cans are a good source of steel. Canned chimes, as I say, when you disarm canned chimes, you'll be getting 9 tin cans, 2 steel, and 1 lead per can. Bunch them over here at Camden Park. A whole whack of them up here at Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Crevice Dam, just to name a few spots. Right down here, Sunday Brothers Cabin. Right when you spawn in, you go in towards the main house, but you don't go in the main house. You kind of stop. There's a little hut to the left-hand side with a cane-to-cane roof. And there's all kinds of tin cans inside that little hut. All kinds of them. All kinds of tin cans over here at the Helvetia at the White House, across the street from the Yellow House on the corner. Can't miss it. Right in the top floor in the kitchen area. And a bunch of canned chimes here, Pleasant Valley Ski Resort as well. All kinds of them there, just to name a few spots. Alright, and again, you just go after some weapons, after, you know, go after some Scorch or some super mutants or mole miners, whatever, and grab their weapons and scrap it, and you'll have all kinds of steel. You don't even know what to do with it. Let's go to Camden Park, and we'll grab some canned chimes just to show you. Hit my head there. Alright, so we see, let's turn this light off here. Alright, so we get some canned chimes right here, and there's all kinds of them on the other side. We don't need that many, so these 2 here, so you see 9 tin cans added, as you can see there. Alright, just like that. Let's head back to a workbench. Any workbench will do. We'll just pop up here at Charleston Station. Or you can go to another player's camp, or your camp, whatever you want to do. Up to you. Go ahead and scrap these tin cans here. All kinds of steel there. Nice. Scrap down to produce steel. And again, you can do it the faster, quicker, easiest way by doing these bulk and scrap methods. Alright, what's next here? Alright, Cripple Scorch's Arm 2. So again, many great spots. We can find Scorched in around the wasteland, like I mean many. So we just finished off 2 weeks of Spooky Scorched. And probably about 2.5 months ago, we had Festive Scorched. Those videos that I made, you can utilize those videos because those areas are all time-stamped. You know, because we all know, you know, Camden Park and you know, Tyler County Fairgrounds, Weaver Village Water Park, but if you're on a public server, there's a possibility that you can go to these areas and they'd be just wiped right out, just cleaned right out, and you get the old brain fart going on, thinking, where else can I find Scorched, right? And that's where those videos that I made will really help. You could definitely utilize those at any time, even though it's not that time of year or just finished, you can definitely use those areas, okay? So let's pop back down here to Camden Park. We'll take care of these Scorched that are down here waiting for us. Alright, let's go. Now we're just not killing the Scorch here. What are we doing? We are crippling the Scorch's arm 2. Okay? So if you do it right, we just need 1 Scorch, left arm, right arm kind of deal. But you can go ahead and free aim if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of good free aimers up there. But if you do use VATS like myself, there's a perk card that'll help you out. It's under Perception. Concentrated fires allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. You're doing daily weekly challenges and you're trying to cripple stuff. Definitely, I would prefer to use VATS because you can utilize, you know, 1 enemy and get the most out of that enemy, right? So you can get like 2 or 3 cripples per enemy if you have the right weapon. So most ballistic weapons work pretty good. The drill, if you have power armor on, of course, because you get it up close and personal. Bow and arrow, plasma caster, plasma rifle. Even the shotgun works good. But I recommend using the Enforcer perk card under Agility. Okay, up to you. Let's get something to eat and drink here first. Wow. There we go. Alright, so hopefully we can just use the one Scorched here. Let's go left arm. Right, so unfortunately we only got credit for one Cripple there. This weapon I have, it looks like we get a weekly challenge coming up. So if you have a weapon that's very powerful, that's explosive, one shot, one kill kind of deal, it can definitely make it harder because, you know, not all weapons are the same, you know, especially when you're trying to do crippling for these daily weekly challenges, but you can definitely make the most of it. Right, there we go. Cripple Scorch's arm, 2 for 2, and I think we killed all 3 of them with that one shot. Yeah, right on. Okay. Let's hide up here for a second, and we'll take a look at the next one. Alright, so seeing how we have that weekly 4 Scorched, we'll save that for the weekly video. This one here, kill a creature while in a team 10. So a couple things here, we have to kill a creature. So it can be anything on the map but a human and a robot. Everything else counts. Animals, insects, ghouls, Scorched, wall miners, super mutants, cryptids, what have you. As long as it's not a human, as long as it's not a robot, it'll count. And you have to do it while you're in a team. So you can be in a team by yourself, even when you're on a private server, or you can be on a public server in a team by yourself, or on a team with other people. Either one works, okay? Let's go ahead here. We're going to create a team by ourselves here. Just going to go casual. Right, and as you can see, we're on a team by ourselves. We're the only one on the server. So we're going to go somewhere else that's not Scorched, because I want to save that for that weekly video. What are we going to go after here, Jim? Let's go after some super mutants. What do you think? We'll go to Newgad. After some super mutants. But again, it's up to you. Like, if you want it nice and easy, you can go down through Flatwoods. You can kill all those animals that are down through there. Alright. Like foxes and possums. Rad stags. Right? Nice and easy. Mongrels. Let's lock and load, Jim. Alright, so we're in a team. We're going to go kill some of these creatures here, which are... This happens to be super mutants here today. Let's go this way. These guys are like, wonder what that noise was. I think that lunatic is back. That crazy lever action rifle. This guy here is moonwalking. And we don't know what to do. Oh, this stuff. Get down here. Yeah, these guys are just no match for this weapon. All the weapons I have, I tell ya, this lever action, which I'll go over at the end, is probably one of my most powerful weapons that I own in that stash box. Like, you know, when I talk to you guys, tell you guys, you know, one shot, one kill weapons, and this is it. This is it. End of story. Of course, unless you get to something, you know, like a main boss, of course, that's different. But most of these guys in these areas that we go, pretty darn good. I think we're making contact. Second. Alright, there we go. The creature on the team. By myself. Just like that. Right. We're not going to bother going over there. What's next? We went through all these already. We've been using the last 2 weeks with all these challenges that we have to do. It's like, oh, we have one left. Wow. Only about 20 minutes in here. So, so glowing fungus soup to an NPC vendor 1. Okay. So glowing fungus we can find in many areas around in the map. Like most areas will have glowing fungus. You know, anywhere's in the mire, anywhere's in the cranberry bog, anywhere's in around the forest area, right down through here, between the Wayward, down through Flatwoods, Tunnel of Love, right here. Free fast travel once when you discover it. Nuka World on Tour, right? Tunnel of Love. You don't have to wait for that event to pop up, but you just walk right in. All kinds of glowing fungus there. All kinds of her. Let's hop up here to the Wayward. Alright. So, glowing fungus. Let's head out back here. This little patch right here. Now, when you do collect Harvest Flora, there's a perk card that will help you out. Perception. Not just glowing fungus, but any flora. Green thumb. Twice as much with harvesting flora. Okay? So let's go ahead. As you can see, 2 have been added instead of 1. More glowing fungus over there. Nice, easy area for everyone. Okay? But now that we have the glowing fungus, we actually have to cook it and make glowing fungus soup. Okay? Let's pop over here. There's just a cooking station over here at the Overseer's little palace here. Now, glowing fungus soup is a simple recipe that you automatically learn when you pick up glowing fungus, okay? And once when you do that, your character will always know this recipe. So 1 bowl of water, 1 glowing fungus, and 1 wood. Go ahead and craft it. This is the most important part, is crafting it. I've had people who have been kind of frustrated in the past, maybe they're new players to the game, but try to explain to them. But it's always better to show in videos, but that's probably the most important part. We have to craft the glowing fungus soup. If you try selling the glowing fungus as is, it's not going to count, okay? And the main thing is to an NPC vendor. So any NPC vendor, which means any robot vendor at any train station, okay? Right down here, White Springs Mall, okay? Any robot vendor down there. Now, if you come here to the White Springs North entrance, you go inside, this will bring you right downstairs to the mall. You can also come to this icon here, but you got to go through another loading screen, so you might as well just use this, okay? Right down here in Flatwoods, we do have the robot vendor in the White Church. And of course, we have good old Duchess, which is in the Wayward. And we have traveling merchants that, you know, randomly pop up in our camps. You might as well sell it to the Duchess here. Might as well. Pop inside. Let's talk to her here. Trade. Glowing fungus soup. There you go. Sell glowing fungus soup to an NPC vendor 1 for 1. Done. Just like that. Easy. And I think we're done. I think we are done. Let's take a look. We are. Yeah, I've been so used the last 2 weeks, all those Halloween challenges here. Yeah, wow. Because those videos have been like 45 minutes long. So without further ado, let's take a look at the weapon of the day. I thought there was a weapons workbench up here. Over here. So weapon of the day. This bad boy. Probably the most powerful weapons I have in my stash box. Hands down. 2-shot, hunting, night, vision, lever action rifle. +1 projectile, plus 100% recoil. Plus 25% damage. Minus 150% hip fire accuracy. Plus 50% chance to hit a target in VATS. Plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming. Night vision. So the mods, I have the hard receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long night vision scope suppressor, and I have the hunter lever action paint on it. Nice, eh? Look at that. See the little bear on the side of the engraved there? Isn't that nice, eh? Yeah, this is probably one of my most favorite weapons. 79 times 2 damage. Yeah, it's a good time. As you guys can tell, perk cards. Of course, as being a rifleman, tank killer, expert rifleman, master rifleman, all maxed right out. Of course, we have suppressor. What else we have on here? Covert operative, adrenaline, and that's yeah, that's pretty much it. Legendary perk cards, as I've always mentioned, these never change, and these are almost maxed out. Need to max this guy here out, then we'll be done. And of course, the last couple seasons I've made it way past 150, so I get all kinds of tickets, bought all kinds of perk coins, and that's how I've been able to max these out. Just an FYI, you can do the same thing if you so wish. Yeah, but there you guys go. And of course, I'm not wearing an outfit. I'm just wearing the Raider-ish paint on my Secret Service armor and helmet. And just in case you guys are wondering, it's not power armor. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, G33K. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.